Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've recently upgraded to a Juki TL2000 series, you know it's a powerhouse. It's fast, it's precise, and it is built like a tank. But because it's a semi-industrial machine, it handles a little bit differently than your average home sewing machine. Today I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know to get the most out of this machine, from winding the bobbin and threading it, to the essential oiling routine that keeps the machine running forever. If this is your first time watching this video, I do suggest that you watch it all the way through so that you don't miss any of the little tips and tricks on setting this machine up. Please check the description below for links to jump to any part of this video. You may need to just see a quick start threading guide refresher, so I put that right at the end of the video. Go ahead and bookmark that timestamp so that you can just jump straight ahead to the refresher without any extra explanation. Okay, so the first step to preparing to sew is to put your thread on the thread stand and then bring the thread from the back to the front on this thread guide bar. Then lift the bar all the way up. Whether you're loading the bobbin or threading the machine, this is always the starting position. Now let's start with the bobbin. Bring the thread through the back of this first metal guide, and then you're going to bring it up and around this bobbin winder tension disc. We're starting from the right, and then we're going to guide the thread counterclockwise around this tension spot. Make sure it's all the way under this here so that the thread is tight. Now guide the thread from the inside of the bobbin up through this slit. Pull enough thread through so that you have a firm grip on it. Then place the bobbin on the bobbin winder, and then push this lever all the way in. Hold the thread up and out and use the foot pedal to start winding the bobbin. Wind it a few seconds and then stop and cut the thread as close to the bobbin as possible. Now you can finish winding the bobbin. Once it's done, push this lever all the way back out and cut the thread. Just go ahead and set the bobbin aside for now. I'll be going over some tips to make sure that your bobbin is wound correctly, so be sure to check the video description below to find the bookmark for that explanation. Now let's load the upper thread. The first step is the most important for smooth, trouble-free sewing. Make sure that the presser foot is up and make sure that the needle is up all the way. So you're going to push this needle up, down button so that you see it go down and then see it come all the way back up. This way the needle is in the correct position for the needle threader, and this take-up lever is in its highest position. Remove the thread from the bobbin guide, and now thread it through the first hole here, going down, and then coming back up and going down through the last hole. Make sure that it's not twisted and that it flows smoothly through this guide. The next spot is through the tension discs. You'll see as I zoom in here that there are two discs that we need to guide the thread through. That's why it's so important to have the presser foot in the up position. You see when I lower and raise the foot how these discs push together and then apart? We want them apart so we can guide the thread through. Next, we're going to bring the thread around the tension disc area and then back towards the right a little bit so that we can bring it around this take-up spring. This is the key to correct tension. So make sure that the thread is hooked into this wire here and that when you pull the thread, the wire moves. Now guide the thread down the right side of this guide and around and back up the left. Push the thread through this guide and then up the right side of the take-up lever. Bring it around the left side and push it through this guide again. There's a guide right here at the bottom. Make sure it clicks all the way through so that the thread is held securely here. And then the very last guide is on the left here just above the needle. Make sure that it's secure in this little bump out here. Now we can use the needle threader. Use this tab to push the threader down as far as it can go. Bring the thread up under this metal groove here. Then guide the thread towards the front and through this plastic groove right here. As you release the threader, you can release the thread. It needs to be held in place, but not so tight that the threader can't grab it. It may take a few tries to get the feel and the balance of this. I just lightly hold the thread in place so that it can be pulled through the needle. You can let go once you start to release this tab. Now let's load the bobbin. Lift this door up and use your thumb to pull the bobbin tab to remove it. To load the bobbin, make sure that you're holding it so that the thread comes off the top, and when you pull the thread with your right hand, the bobbin turns clockwise. Hold the bobbin case with the opening at the top, and then pop the bobbin in. Guide the bobbin thread up through this slit and then under this latch spring. Make sure it's all the way under there. The thread should come out of this tiny little hole here with this little notch. Keep the tab out on the bobbin case so that the bobbin doesn't fall out. And with the opening up, load it into the machine and then let go of the tab. Make sure visually that it's all the way in. You should see this post in the center like this. Then cut the thread so it's just about this long and tuck it over to the left. Make sure it isn't near this at all, because this is going to click up and cover the bobbin once you start sewing, and the thread could get caught in it. Now you can close the bobbin door. To bring up the bobbin thread, hold the upper thread up and over the foot. Then press the needle down to drop the needle, and then press this button again to bring the needle up along with the bobbin thread. Guide both through the presser foot and off to the left. This machine will need to be oiled regularly. If you sew every day, oil this machine twice a month. This is the machine oil that I like best. There are 6 points that you'll need to oil, but you'll see here there's a lot more holes than that. I'll use a dry erase marker to mark each one of these spots so that you can see clearly which ones to oil. The holes that are for oiling are a little bit bigger and don't have any threading inside. See the difference here? This is to screw in an attachment, but this one is for oiling. Just drop one little drop of oil into each hole. The needle should be changed about every 8 hours of sewing. This machine uses HLX5 needles, and I like this Oregon brand. It should also be changed if it becomes bent at all. If you're not sure, remove the needle by unscrewing it here, and then set it on your sewing machine like this. It should lay perfectly flat just like this. To replace the needle, make sure the presser foot is all the way up. These needles have a flat spot on the top. That flat part should be to the right as you insert it. You can give it a little spin as you insert it. And once that flat part is in place, it'll slide right up. Push the needle all the way up as far as it'll go and hand tighten the screw. Then use your screwdriver to tighten it all the way. This machine will last a lifetime if you maintain it regularly. I would suggest cleaning out the machine once a month if you use it often. To clean it out, remove the needle and the presser foot, then remove the bobbin case. Unscrew the throat plate and set it on a cleaning rag. Use a cleaning brush to wipe out this area. I also like to use a cleaning cloth to wipe out any old oil. Clean out the bobbin case area too. You can use a little compressed air to blow the area out. Just make sure that you always start on the right and blow it out to the left. Add a drop of oil in the bobbin case area. Now you can clean off the throat plate and replace it with the screws. Let's fine-tune winding the bobbins. A correctly wound bobbin will look like a straight column, like this one on top. The thread will be very tight too. Notice when I push it with my scissors that the thread is not squishy. This bottom bobbin is uneven, and when I push on it, the thread feels soft. You can also see little bubbles of thread pushing through. If I load this bobbin into the machine, it's going to cause all kinds of sewing problems. For more details on adjusting the bobbin winder, please visit part 2 of this video. Quick Start Threading Guide. Please bookmark this timestamp for a quick reference to this spot. If this tutorial helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more sewing tips. Happy sewing!